Okay, I want to go over some of my tools. You know, you need some tools to do these, to fix your quad, to get it back in running order. And here's some of the ones that I use, right? These wire snippers are made by that same company I got my soldering iron from, that Hakko, 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 and I use their FX888D soldering iron. And I bought a bunch of tips like I showed you earlier. You gotta have the 3 tips. You gotta have the pointy one, the little spade, and the big spade, right? You gotta have it. And then these came with my Hakko, I think. If not, they're right there on the shelf next to them. The problem with these is they only go up so big, but that's cool. These are great for all the tiny wires up to like 16 gauge. So 16, 18, 22, 24, 26. These things are great. And then they got a nice sharp shear here. Now, for the bigger stuff, I got this one. And this one does 12, 10, and 8. I have done a few PDBs with 10, mostly with 12, and I've been running a lot of 13 gauge now. So yeah. This also, you can put a threaded screw in here, like a 3mm screw. Well, maybe not a 3mm. This one's for SAE, and you can snap it off. But this one don't got a good cutter. It's got some crimpers that I never use, but this I use for the big wire stripping. If you're stripping some 12 gauge or 10 gauge, you need one of these. Alright, next is you need a 2.0mm hex, because that's what everything is a 2.0mm hex. Let's let that train go by. And not only that, some motor screws run a 2.5mm hex, right? And when I was in RC car racing, I needed, this is a 0.05. And this was like the one to set the set screw on your pinion, right? But some motors, bells, I don't see one here. Let me see if this motor has a screw on the bell. Some motor bells, you were able to go in here and do a set screw. There was a set screw in here, and you could adjust the bell. And that's why this one's a good one to have. And this one just came in the kit. I don't use this one too often, but it came in the kit. So these are some great wrenches to have right here. A good set of these, ones that don't strip out on the top. Next, I got a couple of files. You got to have a Phillips screwdriver, but files are really nice when you have to remove some carbon from an area or file down some carbon so you don't wear your wire where it goes over the edge of the carbon. Like sometimes you like to file, if your wire goes over that edge, you like to file this edge smooth and round it so that you don't wear your wire there every time, moving it back, pulling it in, unplugging in, plugging in batteries or whatever. So it's nice to have a couple of files and all sorts of little Phillips screws, because you never know what you're going to be taking apart, right? The other thing is, do you see a Spectrum receiver out here? We all like to decase our little receivers, right? So you're going to need this 0.05 to decase the receiver. See that? That's what I use this little one for, to decase the receiver. See that? That one takes those 2 screws out. Some of these are Phillips, but Spectrum's now using that one. So now I can open this up. And pull my receiver out of there. Little heat shrink. I'm able to move my antennas the way I want. Move the antennas the way I want now. I can put them that way. If I want, I can put one down if I want, you know. So yeah, getting it out of here is the other story. Should I show you that while I got you here? Alright, what I usually use is a prop. Okay, I take a prop. Are you watching? Is that in the way? I take a prop and I get it under there. Let's find the best way to go on this. Uh-oh, I just ruined this prop. There it is, see? And you get a prop going under there. Because it's just a big piece of double stick tape. Bada bing. And there's the double stick tape. Yuck. And there's the prop. So we just decased this receiver. Spectrum, Autobind, and then I just rubbed the glue off with my thumb. Check it out. And make a big bowl just to get that weight off. I'm going to put a piece of double stick tape on it to hold it outside the heat shrink. See? See it coming off? See it? There. You don't have to get all crazy with it. That you can leave that on. So there. That's good. A prop, to have a prop around. If you like to make things or measure things or tell people other things, it's nice to have a cheap set of calipers around. Right? For your soldering jobs, a solder sucker is nice to have. Okay? This is a good thing to have. In case you make a mistake, you can suck the solder off and clean up your pad. I got a little brush that I use denatured alcohol or rubbing alcohol to clean things off with. And then a prop wrench, which is an 8mm, and a 5.5mm, which are the standoff screws over here, see? The standoff screws on your stack, so you can tighten down all your standoffs. That's what I use the 5.5mm. It's nice to have a really good pair of scissors for heat shrink or whatever. But that's pretty much what I got here. These are really crucial right here. Maybe I'll get sponsored by Revlon. But having a pair of tweezers around is key. I don't know how often I use these. It's always, just always. So yeah, these are the tools that you're going to need to repair and fix your quad. So stack up a little set. Here's a body reamer, right? And this I use to clean up my 3D printed parts. It's a razor, like tapered drill thing, you know, like you've got to clean up some 3D printed parts. You can put it in there and just clean up the edge of all your holes or whatever, you know, PLA, and it just pulls that right out. It's called a body reamer. I used it in RC cars to cut the holes to put the body on, but now there's so many other uses I got for it. Which brings me to the end. I want to share this with you guys. So what I did was I picked up some MIP tools right here because I needed another set for my bag. Now I have 3 sets of these, 3 full sets. And since all RC cars are moving away from SAE, they're moving to metric, I didn't have to buy any more SAE. So I picked up another set for my bag. And then I picked up a couple of sets for you guys, right? So we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to give away a set of these. So let's put these together, huh? Here's where I use my scissors, right? And we're going to cut these open. And these are going to go in my bag. Somebody already hit it with the razor blade before I got the box. And all the MIP stickers and stuff came out. So I'm just showing you. We have it all here. We're going to do it. And I'm giving away 2 sets of these. So stay tuned. Alright, took them out of the bag. Here they are. And they come with a piece of shrink tube and the wrench wrap, which tells you the size. Alright, here we go. Check it out. Very cool, huh? And it tells you how to do it. Clean the wrench insert with contact cleaner. Apply wrap around insert. Try aligning text. Place heat shrink over. And blow dry with a heat gun. Right? So let's do it. Let's do it. You're going to get the same exact thing. I'm giving away 2 of these. So here's the number 2. And what I think, you just pull the sticker off, right? And you wrap it around the shaft, right? Like that. Right? You slide the heat shrink on. If I can get it open, this one's pretty tight. Oh, it's there. Maybe I won't do all 3. Maybe I'll just do the 1, and you get the idea, right? Alright, there we go. Alright. Bada bing. And then you heat shrink it down. Let's do the other ones. We got the small one, the 1.5. Let's do it the same way. Bada bing. MIP. I should talk a little more about this company. They make great wrenches here, and now they're expanding into making a nut driver. And I've been trying to contact them about making us a set of just the 8 and the 5.5, right? But I have no response. So they're having trouble right now. They're still in testing because they just broke a few I seen. Let's do this last one. Here it is. Alright, so I'm giving away a set, a 3-piece set of these MIP wrenches. And all you have to do is what is it I should have to do? It's got to be YouTube, because I love my YouTube guys, you know. And not Facebook. I like YouTube guys. I like Facebook, but YouTube's more real, you know, to me. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this last one on. This is the toughest part. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take them over and heat them on right away, if you don't mind. Will you wait? Just give me a second. I'm going to go run them to the heat gun and heat them up. Alright, we're back. Alright, man, these are my new wrenches for my bag. And you could win these set of wrenches right here by, what is it? You gotta subscribe? I don't know. How do I give these away? Comment below? Yeah, that's it. You gotta comment below, right? And I'll do one of those things where, you know, you pull the lever and it goes and tells us who wins. And I'll do it twice. I'm going to give away 2 sets of MIP wrenches, the ones you see right here. All right? So, comment below. Comment below.